Okay, Line6 M9. This is the middle one of the M series. There's the M5, which has less foot switches, and the M13, which has more foot switches and 3 more displays. The M9 and the M5 only a single display. So I'm making this video so that people that are slightly lazy like myself rather go on YouTube to try and figure out how things work. Can watch my videos rather than going on and use the manual and download the advanced manual. Obviously, probably on the manual will be slightly more in detail, but here I'm going to try and go through the main features and the main sounds. Okay, so obviously on the M9 you can use 3 effects at once, and it means either of each row. So this one, or that one, that one, or that one, that one, or that one. Say this is a combination of 3 at the moment. I have a boost, a chorus, and a delay. And that's one of the sounds. One of the cool features that you can select if you want to have the light on the LED, that the on-off LED, you can have it dimmed. So depending on what color, you see the color here of each effect, it will tell you if that's a chorus or a delay or a modulation effect or whatever, a distortion effect. So you see that each color corresponds to a type of effect. Sometimes I like to have that off because when I'm playing live, sometimes the difference between the dimmed and the effect on, it's not amazing, so to speak. I'd rather have everything off, not dimmed. And then obviously you have the extra tap tempo pedal, which can make you access the looper as well. If you hold it, it will switch the looper on. Anyway, so there are some great features here, and a combination of foot. When you hold a combination of foot switches, it will hold. When you hold a combination of foot switches, you can also turn on different other features. To say these 2 together will switch on the tuner, which you can fine tune as well, and you can mute audio, or hear the meaning. Mute audio means you can turn the sound of the guitar off, or just hear the dry signal just by tweaking these 2. When you come out, you can switch these 2. You can hold these 2, and we'll go into the setup. This has a lot of really good features. You can have the true bypass, the dim on and off. I don't know if you'll be able to see this in the video. The dim comes on and off, which I prefer off for the moment. You can have the autosave. Autosave feature is great because when you're tweaking the effects live, it's not like the old style multi-effect pedal boards where you had to hold the pedal to save the sound. This when you tweak, it saves it as you go, and it's absolutely fantastic because on a live situation it's much better, because obviously you tweak the sounds to then have them as you like when you're playing live. Then there are different types of routing for the effects, routing for the way you want the potentiometers here to behave, and so on. Every you can click. This is the only switch that you can click. These you can only turn, and by clicking this you go into different menus, and that's again loads of things, loads of stuff, which we'll go into detail later. Obviously, to come out of this, you can still press these 2 together of setup, and these 2 together, the bottom 2 together, will access the scene mode, meaning you can use memories of 6 pedals 6 times. So each one of these pedals selects a layer of 6 foot switches, so to speak. Okay, so I'm now using this one. All the effects are bypassed, and to access one of the effects, all you have to do, obviously, like in a foot switch, in a stomp box, you just press on the foot switch, and this is the tube drive, and you can assign any of the, I think, 75 stomp boxes that are memorized in the unit by just selecting the stomp box that you want from this knob, the top left knob. If you click, you go through the different types of effects. So you go through delay, modulation, distortion, filter. So let's say I want to put a tremolo on this specific foot switch. So I'll go through until I get to the blue, which means the modulation, the blue screen, and then I'll turn. This is kind of an infinite knob. I'll turn until I find a tremolo, which at the moment, just give me 1 second, Univibe, chorus, spanner, rotary, dimension, it's in here somewhere, up to tremolo. This is a kind of also a Fender. That's quite nice, quite warm. And so on. So you can tweak then with the other knobs. Each one of these knobs is now one of the, just like on a stomp box, one of the different you know, speed rates. So the top one is the speed, that is the depth, so you can have it just, and then the shape, you want more kind of sawtooth, I think. Yeah. You can tweak your, and obviously the mix, the dry sound. This is just about to down full mix. So you see how easy to tweak this unit is, and as I go, it's saved now in that foot switch, in this unit, and obviously in that layer, in that scene, what they call scene, it's saved. Now until the last time, and the next time I will touch that, that is saved there. So you see now what I can do. It's just, you know, just keep adding effects until I like whatever you know, I have achieved in terms of sound. See how to use the tap tempo here. You can be in 2 different modes when you have a delay, which is obviously the green section. And you can use it in milliseconds, and in that case the tap tempo is not going to work. But if you use it in the musical, you turn the knob again and you go through the kind of, you know, the notes. So how many notes per beat you can have. Let's say, let's just pick the 8th note. So that means that we'll have two repeats per beat. Okay. Now the tap tempo is going to work. So one of the first things you can do when you get the unit is to update the firmware. It's very simple. You go on the Line6 website and you download their software. I think it's called Monkey or something like that, Line6 Monkey. It's very, very straightforward. You log in into your Line6 account, which is very simple to set up, and they will automatically figure out what software the unit, what version of the software the unit has, and it will update to the latest version. To do that, you need one of these, which is a MIDI to USB cable. This is the M Audio version. I think it's called Sport, Uno, actually. It's not the Sport. With this one, you'll be able to connect from the MIDI in and out to your computer, and then through the internet you will be able to download it takes literally minutes, the latest versions of the software. I think they're up to, at the moment, 2.4, 2.04 probably. So you have the latest sounds, the latest patches and all that. Okay, so, well, this is the M9. I hope this helped. Yeah.